90-Day Fiancé. Before the 90-Day star, Vanja Grbic probably had the worst luck in season 7, and I can't help but feel sorry for what happened between her and Josko Luketin immediately after Božo Vrdoljak rejected her. Vanja is a successful career woman from Florida. A medical sales representative by profession, Vanja confidently works as a belly dancer, apart from being a vegan baker and a permanent makeup artist who specializes in areola tattoos for breast cancer survivors. I was so impressed by Vanja's resume that I knew she'd find a man who valued her in life. Alas, Vanja picked two of the vilest men in season 7 to date. Vanja didn't think too much about Božo ghosting her while she was taking flight after flight to go meet him. Vanja had fallen head over heels with Božo, who was telling her he loved her, having her travel across the world, and then backing out. Once he met her, he began downplaying every kind word, every sweet thing he ever said to her. Vanja should have learned her lesson and stayed away from dating for a while, but then in walked Josko, the bigger villain. I watched Vanja speak about her peaceful past during her introduction. She was the Jill of all trades and was super confident about every aspect of her life, but when it came to dating and relationships, life was unkind towards Vanja. Something about the way she spoke about her past told me all I needed to know about how Vanja acted in her relationships. It looked like she had always been a giver, constantly putting her partner's needs before her own and placing unrealistic or high expectations on someone who was not actively engaged or invested in the relationship. 11 years ago, Vanja had met the man she thought she would spend the rest of her life with. They even got engaged on the Great Wall of China. Vanja and her ex started having arguments. She couldn't figure out what was going on. One day, she came over to his house and caught him making out with a girl on the couch. Vanja laughed while recalling the incident. The pain in her eyes made my heart melt. She was a gentle soul whose heart had been trampled upon by the man she wanted to spend the rest of her life with. The whole relationship was a lie since the man had been living a double life the entire time. Vanja is originally from Eastern Europe. She saw there were similarities between her and Božo. He felt like home to her. Vanja had a beautiful childhood in Bosnia, but the war started when she was 10 years old. She had gone to meet her grandparents when she saw the sky getting lit up with missiles and was never able to go back home. Vanja lived with no water and electricity for a year. She survived on a mixture of flour and onions. I can't imagine how Vanja said I was killed on a couple of occasions during the interview without breaking down. Vanja went through such levels of trauma as a child, she deserves happiness as an adult. But life has not been kind to the 90-Day Fiancé star. She knew that Božo's family